Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rams will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wyoming's offense will get the first crack at it here. In the last meeting, the Rams trampled the Cowboys, making brown mustard out of them in a game that never felt competitive.
I think everybody went into that one thinking it was going to be close. Colorado State obviously had some other ideas, Dave, but their intensity was simply unmatched in that game. That's where Wyoming's got to be better this time.
Got to be much better because they took that bronze boot in a bad spot last year. It was not competitive, not at all. They had to have been embarrassed. They had to have been thinking about this for a year, and they want to come out and put a...
There he goes! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The a sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off the play fake on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Turning it on! Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cowboys are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Anderson wants to throw. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Winfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Colorado State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. Well, saw it right there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The border war over the bronze boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the bronze boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement, because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Anderson will throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. There he goes! What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
The Rams will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got room to work. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Sargent. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
First down for the offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Anderson wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been for the...
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Anderson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sargent. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Snaps it in the shotgun. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Wyoming. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll toss it across the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
That's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The give on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go right back to the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Anderson will throw. Pucks it out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's got him in the flat. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The short hands, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Anderson wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
By the receiver.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Gonna sling it on second down. Got a man. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Now on the option. Find some fresh air. Oh, it's out. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The period has expired and Wyoming has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Intercepted for the 11th time. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
He's gonna make everything happen.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Warren. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Anderson will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Gets it out fast. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rams are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Colorado State. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he carried.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Harris. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Rams in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Colorado State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Makes him past the marker. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
That's a play the defense needed, right? In a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The Cowboys need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Defense not showing press coverage. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. Nothing quite as spicy as when Brown Mustard takes home a victory in a rivalry game and beats Colorado State, and the Cowboys will be hooting and hollering well into the night. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.